All right, last reactor today. Maybe, maybe not. I promise y'all, my stuff don't be lit. But anyway, shout out to Avi for being the highest.
It's when it fits.
Shout out to Avi again for being the highest gifter. I don't know if y'all gotten ads yet because we just hit affiliate, but you can always go ahead. Again, I say this again. You can take your Amazon Prime account, connect it with your Twitch account. Then you can subscribe as a Prime member for free. You don't have to spend another dime. If you already bought Amazon Prime, that $6, $7, $8 that you used to get Amazon Prime can be used for Twitch. So you can subscribe for free. I still get the support, and you don't have to pay a dime. So just look into doing that.
Feels personal. It's different when it's like, it's like handpicked and it's just so spiteful.
I'm sure everybody's seen it by now, but Cenat Streamer University has not gone the way he's planned it to go.
This is an idea, and I know how exciting it may be to certain people, but it's like, bro, you don't have to let this determine who you are as a creator. I'm telling y'all. That's the thing. I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing this again. Cause no, man. Cause it's like, no matter which direction I go, no matter which way I try to make sure thing is good, I always get the bad end of the stick. My bank statements is ridiculous behind this. Nobody's paying a dime to be in it.
He's not wrong.
This is strictly for me to help.
He's getting backlash.
Okay, real quick, because there's a lot of streamers in here. I want to know y'all's opinion on this, man. I genuinely want to know, did you apply? Obviously, I'm not knocking you, but I know none of y'all got in. I know none of y'all got in because I would have seen it. But I want to know if you applied. I want to know, chat, did y'all actually think you had a chance to get in? How do y'all feel about the Streaming University list? Do y'all feel like it was mainly new people? We're gonna be getting into all that, but throughout the video, I just want to get that conversation started going now because I'm gonna talk. Trust me.
About the people that are chosen to be the professors, the actual participants, the curriculum, to how the classes are even going to be run before the school is going to be run. And I don't even know how we got here. A few months ago, Cenat announced what I thought to be
low-key, it is kind of a
brilliant ideas in Streamer University, a place and space for him to bring together people who are content creators, people who are streamers, people who just do a bunch of content in one gathering and have them, grow, learn, and ultimately be able to create content with each other.
I think, again, like I said a little bit earlier on stream, the only thing I think Kai can really be flagged for more than anything else, he should not have called it Streamer University. It should have just been Content University because so many streamers got their hopes up, and you see it throughout all the comments now. It's like you see a big name like Honey, whatever, Zeddy, Will, all these other people who are big streamers, but they don't even stream. So everybody's looking back to it because it's Streaming University. He said he's going to provide PCs. That's what you do for streamers. That's the big thing. I think if he was going to make it all content creators and not streamers, and it's not going to be teasing people how to stream, he genuinely should have just called it a content university or a content club. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's the way I see it. Because the whole point of university, in real life, is education. You're supposed to learn. So if you're not teaching people things to learn, which I guess he is through professors, but if you're not, because he kind of did say we're not teaching y'all how to stream. It's just to network and be around the area and whatnot. So I think that's where it's kind of confusing a little bit for some people that I can understand. I seen 7 million people the first day didn't even bother. That's so real. I don't blame you. Now I low-key figured he was gonna mainly pick people already known. Yeah, I kind of got lost. I kind of lost sight. I be too optimistic sometimes, and times where I shouldn't. I low-key be thinking I have a chance. I did not have a chance, bro.
I'm gonna rent out a university over a course of a weekend. It'll be Streaming University. Okay, I'm going to rent it out. I'm going to put out enrolls and applications of people to enroll into the university. No matter if you're big, no matter if you're a small streamer, you can stream the entire weekend. I will get dorms.
So see, this is what I'm saying. A lot of it, again, I think this is the biggest or only thing he can really get flagged for. He's mentioning you can stream the whole weekend. It's called Streaming University. I think for what he was saying in the beginning, it should have stayed streamer heavy. Maybe so that he didn't really invite too many people who don't do streaming. I think that kind of takes away from a lot of it. Again, we'll see whenever it starts next week how it actually plays out, which I think is going to be hella interesting. Also, if you're a content creator, I'm letting y'all know right now, the whole content world, whether y'all believe it or not, the whole content world is going to be all eyes on this. Like, you have to think about it. Get in your content bag, get your clips next week. This is like content end game, nigga. Like, this is about to be it for real. So make sure y'all get y'all clips, y'all react to everything, because it's gonna be a big week for the community. If you applied as a student, you got enough content background to be considered. Yeah, that's what I was. If you applied as a student, you're talking about like me. I was thinking like low key. Now that I seen that the list, I applied as a professor, and there was like 20 professors. If I would have known it was 20 professors and he would have gave a number, I would not have applied as a professor, bro. I'm not getting that. I would have done a student. Even my odds.
Boys will have their own, girls will have their own. I'm principal. So I'm gonna have my own office and all this types of shit. Alright? I'm gonna try to find a PC company to collab with, give everyone PCs for the dorming, so that they can do their setups. They can do if you want to be a desktop in your dorm and you want to have your desktop stream, so be it. If you want to be an IRL stream, so be it.
Oh, me? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I probably should have done. A what's it called? Student over a professor. I just figured because I again with my background, I figured I'd be better for a professor to like, because I like teasing people, and I didn't say it on the stream, but like I'm probably still gonna go through with what my ideas would have been for Streaming University, make some content off of that, because like the moment is still there and it's still being talked about right now. So you got to kind of catch things in the wave of when they're hot. But between that and then like doing content professionally for my job, I always just thought like it would make the most sense for me to do that. But we learned it was not.
Now, this is not a lore video, but I know a lot about Cenat, so I'm going to give a little bit of background here. See, Cenat came up as a content creator who got famous on YouTube specifically. He got a big push because he did a lot of videos out of his college dorm room, his first semester or only year of college or whatever. That's when he set up the ding dong ditches, the relationships, the, ratings videos. All of it was based out of his college and his college dorm room. And since he dropped out, Cenat has always had an affinity for school, the school environment, any sort of content relating that. He's done and pitched numerous school-related videos on his channel, the AMP channel, and has gone with that aesthetic for a very, very long time. I even helped him do like a daycare video, which isn't the traditional school that y'all are thinking, but it's adjacent. Hell, I even helped do the Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grade video on the AMP channel, which is school adjacent. So when he announced Streamer University, it sparked nationwide, hell, even worldwide frenzy. Like 7 million people applied, the site had crashed a couple of times, and it was filled with a bunch of expectations about what would be going on at Streamer University. And Cenat set the record straight, so I don't know why all these people are mad at him.
It is completely free. If you are selected, you will be living on a college campus. You're not learning how to stream. I'm not teaching you how to stream. If you are in, you already know how to stream. This is for not only connections, but for the latest content. This is shit that's gonna elevate, hopefully, like, give y'all a fire experience. I can't have all these classes of just, oh yeah, download OBS, guys. Once you download OBS, you need at least 5 mods in your chat, guys. How the fuck do I look doing that? That's dumb as shit.
Yeah, that was not gonna be a good idea. I'm glad he didn't do that.
You are a nigga in the hood, and there was no bone in your body to make content until you seen Streaming University. You're not getting in. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it 100 with niggas, gang. You're not about to fulfill a nigga's spot who generally loves the content shit.
The reason why he had to explain that is because people went with their own
ridiculous to say
narratives
that.
and imaginations as to what Streamer University is and
It's
was
not
and
ridiculous
who
to
was
say
for.
that.
But it sounds pretty clear to me. It's a place and space for content to be made. No different than the times that he's done the jail stream or any sort of big marathon streams, or hell, the houses that he has now, whether it be the AMP house or the AMP G League house. It's just a place and space for him to create content with other content creators that he finds interesting, up and coming, whatever the case may be. There were so many people that thought they would get the Cenat stimulus package, and that's just not the case.
First thing first, nigga, if you don't need to be at Cenat Streamer University, stop applying. I just saw a nigga apply and make a video. I looked at his page. He had 3.5 million. 3.5 million.
Now
3.5 million followers on TikTok.
that is another point. We always talk about, oh, like if you don't want to do, if you wasn't doing content beforehand, you got 10 followers, I have no type of content on your page. Like you don't need to be doing content. That's a fair point. In my personal opinion, if you've already, your definition of making it is different from somebody else's. But if you already have like millions, I think M's, right? If you have millions of followers, not just one, millions of followers on any platform, you probably did not need to apply to that, if I'm being honest. I think at that point, you're better off just sticking to what you're doing. Obviously, it might be a little, little speed up for you on the road of success, but you didn't really need to be in that content. If I had 3.5 million followers on either YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram, I'm not applying to Streaming University, bro. If anything, I would apply to be a professor, maybe, but I'm not about to apply to be a student. That's crazy. Just my opinion.
What the fuck do you need the Stream University for? While I'm sitting over here with 2,355 to be exact.
And this isn't a knock onto this person specifically, but I've been in situations and places and spaces where upcoming creators have been on different platforms and the content is just not there. Now, should there have potentially been some sort of mix between super small creator, medium creator, all this, that, and the third? No, honest, I didn't pick it. So it's not about who I really want to see in the streamer university or whatever the case may be. It's not relevant to me. Thinking that this was going to be the put on of all put-ons, the handout of all handouts is something that...
It was crazy. OF girls were applying. Why? Like, that's a low-key... if you do OF and you're applying to Streamer University, bro, there's something. You're applying to the wrong thing. I think you need to apply for a discipleship group. Maybe you need to apply to a church or maybe a therapy group or something. But applying to this is nuts, bro.
That I ultimately do not co-sign. Like, I don't think that this was gonna be it. So for that person who streams 2 times a month and thinks that this is going to be the way for them to get out of the hood, as Kai said, listen, you kind of set yourself up for the okie doke and failure. Now, not only did the applications have people getting into a frenzy and a spiral, but when Kai Cenat announced who was gonna be the professors and who the ultimate streamers were, I hate to see him go down like this. People were critical not only of people like Cooking with Kaya or India Love being in the Streamer University professor category, but they were also upset that DDG, who is currently going through some accusations and allegations right now, were in the Streamer University professor pool. But look, if we don't come into it with a mindset of expectations for how we can benefit and just consume it for the content and what it is, all of this honestly makes sense to me. Why there is so much backlash about these people, the women being professors, I have no clue. Knowing Kai Cenat for this long, he believes that women make the content lit. I agree with him. So I don't understand.
OF girls are creators to me. Face that. That's what it sounds like. I mean, technically they are. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. I just think that's just... Because then you got to think... I understand that solely for one perspective. Everybody's going to be like, nah, you do degrading content you shouldn't be on. But let's take it a step further. Like, if you are known for doing content by Kai if you're known for doing OF and he gives you a platform and lets you into the Streaming University, he's low-key kind of promoting that, because then you're getting into, like, how did you get here? Why are you here? Why, you know what I mean? So, like, that's such a bad business move, bro. You can't do that.
Why people are so upset about this. This is like super unemployed news.
Kai Cenat literally lied to all of y'all, and
the shirt off is crazy.
He's literally meant for big streamers and his friends. I felt like I knew this, like deep down. I was like, there's no way he was gonna invite people that don't know the streamers. He obviously invited people that already are well established, and the reason is because Kai Cenat wants to make more money. He wants to profit off of this opportunity. It's gonna bring a lot of viewers, right? Nobody has heard of a Streamer University, so he's the first one to do it. And guess what? He's gonna invite people that are already well known. But it kind of sucks for the majority of people, because Kai Cenat said it to himself that he's gonna invite people that are starting off or people that are really small, right? That deserves to have...
You can't stream on OF. How do you know that? How do you know whether... Matter of fact, how do you know whether you can or can't? We might have just caught him, chat. You might have just caught him.
Spotlight or the chance to become a big streamer. But that is not the case, because you see the list, it's all people that you know, or it's already people that are very big.
And if you apply for Stream University, you rigged yourself. I didn't, because I already know what was going on. Cenat was only looking for motherfucking people with platforms who were gonna build Streaming University because he couldn't do it himself. He only accepted people who had over 150,000 followers, and it was barely any white people on that list. I'd like to tell y'all something.
Emily CC, who's been streaming for like 3 years in a row, is white and white and a woman, and she's in the university. Aim High is a white Caucasian male, and he is a professor for the university. There's maybe 4 other people that are white. It's not a lot, but I'm not defending whites either. I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to, you got to call it how it is. If it's a fact, it's a fact. We don't have to like it, but it is a fact.
When you see a big creator doing something like that, like
why am I
trying to help
lagging?
you build your platform, no, it's not for your benefit, it's for their benefit. The only way you'll get that benefit is if you're doing better than the people that you're competing with. Like, hello, it's y'all fault.
I'm watching Cenat stream, wondering why he got his friends in the Streamer University when they already got a platform. They already be on your stream. So if people not watching them by them being on your stream, then why the fuck is they in Streamer University?
I think there's this idea about how stimulus packages from other content creators or cosigns work. And I'm here to debunk that narrative, because that's honestly just not the case. Like, they don't boost your platform. They don't get you out of the hood. I think over time, like an extended period of time of them continuously being there, they can help the performance of your platform. But then I would ask, do you want to be known as the sidekick of so-and-so?
Yeah.
Like the place where I can also get more so-and-so content. See, what a lot of people had in their minds is that Cenat was going to bring them onto their platform. They were going to be a streamer who had, I don't know, 10 live viewers or 3 live viewers or, I don't know, 50 subs or whatever the case may be. They were going to be there for a weekend. They were going to leave home with either some computer upgrades or camera upgrades. And after he taught them how to use OBS, like he said, or taught them how to transition scenes, taught them how to have a personality, or taught them how to make exciting content, that they would then go home with some sort of stimulus package of 10,000 or 20,000 subscribers, you know, a boost in viewership. They were able to quit their job and get out the hood. But no matter what, at the end of the day, if you are not pushing out your own content, if you are not doing the things necessary to push your name and push yourself up there, no stimulus package is going to help you to the extent that I think a lot of people thought was going to happen. Let's be realistic, for real, like, be realistic for 2 seconds. Let's say Jimmy Jam won Cenat Streamer University contest. Jimmy Jam has 150 subs on YouTube, 10 subs on Twitch, and then like 20 live viewers. He goes to Streamer University for a weekend, and he is able to make content the whole time, have his food paid for, housing paid for, all that. When he gets back home on Monday, what happens to Jimmy Jam? He gets showcased to a new audience, but is that audience really sticking and staying for Jimmy Jam, or the moments that Cenat was on the stream? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Cenat and this Streamer University got the internet in a headlock, huh? I'ma say this. First of all, who Kai picked, who he wanted up there in his university, that's his business and his prerogative. Y'all acting like because y'all know him or because of how much work y'all put in, that he was supposed to pick y'all just because of the relationships y'all had with him, or because you feel like you worked harder than other people. Listen, it's who get chose. It's like the NBA draft or the NFL draft. If it ain't worked this time, try again later.
And to be honest with you, there were a ton of small and unknown creators that did get into Streamer University. We just don't talk about them because that's not the juicy story. Listen, if you're upset because you didn't get in, that's on you, quite frankly. It's not like you had any sort of real relationship with Cenat anyway and have reason to be mad, kind of like Zoe Spencer did this weekend.
That's not ridiculous to say that. That's not ridiculous to say that at all.
She was devastated.
It's not about not getting in. And I hope that people don't think I'm some pussy, like, oh, this bitch mad because she didn't get in. And that. It's not that. It's when it feels personal. It's when you want to hurt somebody or you just try. Like, it's different when it's like, you know, it's like handpicked, and it's just so spiteful. That's how I feel. When I saw Zeddy up there, and Zeddy's not a streamer, Zeddy streams with me, and then he just, he streams with people when they call him. That's when I knew, like, damn.
Zoe Spencer has been torn up and down my TL this past weekend
Torn
because she
up,
seemed to be one of the only members of the friend group. I don't even know why. The friend group that got left out of Streamer University. Tylil, Punga, Dez, Zeddy, everyone else from their friend group who we've seen stream over the past couple of years has been included in the Streamer University, but she seemingly got left out. And there's been conversations that we've had on this channel and that others have had about female streamers, their rise, where they can get in and where they fit in. And she just seems to be not only a natural fit, but literally like one of the only options in the WL community to include in the Streamer University. So it seemed a little bit weird and justifiable that she was upset at Cenat for not allowing her into the Streamer University. And people called out Cenat for this exact situation.
Zeddy on there, but not Zoe. How do you have Dez on there, but not Zoe? How do you have Tylil on there, but not Zoe? How do you have DDG on there, but not Zoe? How do you have Deshae Frost on there, but not Zoe?
Okay. Saying Zeddy will, but not Zoe, I will give you that one. Saying, why do you have DDG, but not Zoe, you might be pushing it. That might be a stretch. Now, take the allegation stuff aside, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't like talking about stuff like, because we don't know. We don't know these people in real life. At the end of the day, it is just an allegation. Until there is hardcore proof, we don't know anything. But at the same way, that doesn't really take away from what DDG is to the streaming community. And Buddy's literally like number 5 on all-time like Twitch subs right now. So I think he just hit 1 million on Twitch too, which now means he has like a penta 5. He has 1 million on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, which is like he's probably not the first, but that's kind of crazy. So you can't really say everybody, but yes, maybe the Zeddy stray we might let slide, but not the DDG one, bro.
Zoe. How do you have Wendy on there, but not Zoe? How do you have Lala on there, but not Zoe? Zoe's been around all these people. She's more popular than some of the people that I named. She's more entertaining than pretty much all of those people I just
Holy lie. Oh my God, no.
named.
Now, her being more entertaining has nothing to do with the reason that Cenat had given about her doing too much. And I will say this, to me, this one seemed to really resonate with.
Yeah, she tweaked out for no reason. I agree. I think, well, I don't know, to be honest with you, because I seen she cried based off what she saw. She felt like it was pointed, it was personal. Kai responded and said, yo, this event from Drewski's event last year, you was doing too much. And there's some other behind the scenes stuff. So I can't go off of that because I don't know them. Again, they don't know me. But she was right though, that it technically, she's right. It is something personal. It sounds like she did it to herself, but it's like a weird fine line that like also that's the only thing. I understand we're not obligated to tell people this and a third, but I do feel like Kai can't be mad that he got backlash for the Zoe stuff simply because he definitely had her number. He definitely could have contacted her, and that could have been a one-on-one text or a call. Since September, you could have easily picked up the phone and just told her that. Instead, she had to get embarrassed on the internet, and now she's getting cooked by Soul Illuminati and everybody else. I think he could have just told her that one-on-one, yo, it's not nothing personal, and just like kept it going. But
Kai, because he announced why she wasn't on the Stream University, like why she wouldn't be a part of it. And to me, it makes a lot of sense.
Read between the lines. No, listen. It started here, September 24th in Atlanta. I ain't never say nothing, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not holding this against you. I'm not putting it past you because I know who you are as a person. September 24th, Drewski show. I never got to tell you how that shit made me feel because of who you are and how your humor and like how you are as a person. Nigga, I dead ass for the first time, and my bad I didn't get to like talk about it with you, but like felt secondhand embarrassed, felt embarrassed.
Now to add context, the clip in question does give off very much secondhand embarrassment vibes.
I just don't like the fact that your man's is spilling shit on me. You got niggas spilling shit on me. You not protecting me. You not doing shit, bro.
He spilled that on you?
He's spilling on me. You not doing nothing.
I just came.
Yo, that's real nigga shit, bro. You didn't even pull up with nothing. You a bum ass nigga.
Hey, don't talk about dog like
Fuck
that.
you, nigga.
I literally just got here.
Fuck you talking about?
Whoa. Stop.
It was a prank. I was on Twitch shit. It was a
Bro,
prank.
cause you be wilding on me,
You
bro.
call me a bitch? You call me a bitch, nigga?
He ain't had to call her that
Bro,
though.
y'all are aggressive.
No, Ben, fuck you, Ben. Nigga, fuck you. Nigga, I'm embarrassed you, nigga. You calling me a bitch in front of all these motherfuckers?
Yo, it's quiet.
I don't give a fuck if it's quiet. Fuck, I don't even see nobody, nigga. You calling me a bitch? Fuck is you talking about? Call me a bitch in front of all these motherfuckers.
Zoe, relax.
Yeah.
Everybody's watching.
Look, there's such thing as a joke dragging on for way too long, and I think that that's a
What do y'all think? I don't know. That's a. Oh yeah, definitely petty. If you wrong Kai, he gonna make you lay in that bed. Yeah, and that's my thing. It's like, I know y'all seen the edits of Kai and Zoe in the past, bro. That's some crazy stuff. But I don't know, man. That's
the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I ain't never gonna see me with Kai
Again, because of me being in a relationship. It makes no sense.
Look, I don't know about y'all, but it's certain women that my girl don't like around, and I'ma respect it just off of the respect of her. If that means that you can't be
Facts.
there, then that means you can't be there. But this goes back to everything that I've said about who you are and the identity that you have as a content creator and how that can follow you for the rest of your life. People don't think about those things. And so when you go out
No one
your way
does.
to make a certain type of content, make certain types of claims, you know, people are watching those things. Those things will circle back to these people. And so when you miss out on certain opportunities, you can't do nothing but either blame yourself and, you know, trash these people, or take it on the chin and move on and continue to be great. At the end of the day, though, with all the drama surrounding this seemingly harmless, you know, new idea for getting streamers together in a place based off of something that Kai Cenat really likes and loves, I think that it's one of the greatest things in the world. I think this is just another opportunity for him to showcase people that he likes, people who will be ultimately next up on Twitch, and bring new eyes to people who ultimately deserve a level of respect or, you know, fame that they are just not getting right now. To those that are upset by not getting into Streamer University, take a look inward and why you didn't get there. Now, it's something to do with just not being a friend of Kai Cenat, but there are smaller streamers on there who you wouldn't align with being friends of Kai Cenat that did get into Streamer University. Take a page out of their book, look at them, study them, figure out ways that you can, you know, take from them and grow and become better content creators. Part of the game of getting into this entertainment industry is being able to study and do research. What are they doing that you're not doing? Are they consistent? Are they inconsistent? What types of clips are they putting out? What types of games are they putting out? All of that stuff. It's not like he only invited his friends. He invited people that don't even live in the same state or same place. I can almost guarantee you those are people that Kai Cenat watches on a regular basis, you know, peeps in, finds funny or whatever, or sees something in them that is ultimately going to make them bigger one day. Take a page out of their playbook. He literally just gave you a cheat sheet as to who to watch to become bigger. Instead of crying on the internet, watch them and figure it out. Now, if you did stuff with his friends, if you're giving them secondhand embarrassment, I don't know what you can do, but for everyone else that's a small creator, keep grinding. Don't let this situation be the thing that stops you from doing what you ultimately find passionate about. Like, streaming and creating content should be something that you find passion in, not you just doing for the put on. Because if it never comes, would you still do it?
Now that right there is a bar. I'm spamming it. Yeah, I'm also pushing it. I have to get off because girls week, and I got